Hello, boys and girls, young men and women of our Sunday school. Father Alex again in the altar of St. Gregory, our parish home. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Holy Theophany or Epiphany. Every year we celebrate that feast of the Lord on January 6th. So we think of Christmas, we think of New Year's, and then what comes after that? This wonderful feast of lights, as we say, of our church. And the major celebration of that, or commemoration, is of Christ's baptism and all of the things that were revealed at that moment. His divinity, that he's not just a human being and an amazing rabbi, but he is the true Son of God, fully human and fully divine. And so much of that is revealed at the moment of his baptism, when John the Baptist baptizes him, and as our hymns say in our church, that the waters turned back. They didn't just kind of churn or something like that, but they actually turned back because creation itself is reacting to the presence of the Lord. He's making everything new and everything beautiful and everything holy. And so to celebrate that, our church blesses holy water. And then it's a nice tradition that you might invite me to your house during a more normal year to bless your house with the holy waters of our Epiphany services. Again, the cleansing, healing waters that heal our soul and help us participate in the baptism of the Lord in that amazing moment. We would bring those waters to your home and have that moment together. This year you'll probably be blessing your home on your own, which is a wonderful thing to do, and perhaps next year again we could be together to do that. What I wanted to show you today is something very special, something very hands-on that can be held from our Epiphany service. And this is a cross. I know you've seen many like that before. Sometimes there are blessing crosses which are bigger and flatter that I might use to bless you with or hold out for you to reverence, to kiss at different times. This is called an Agiasmo, or a holy water cross, that we use for the services on January 6th, and even the night before some years on what's called the Eve of Epiphany, or the Eve of Theophany. So it's a cross in many ways on a little pedestal, and what we do at one point of the service, we're invoking the Holy Spirit down upon the waters. And we'd have usually like a big, pretty gold or silver vat. You've seen that before, very fancy, and has images of Christ being baptized on it. At one point during the service, when we're just about to bless that holy water, I would, believe it or not, start to unscrew this cross from the base. And it might take a second. And I would put the little base down somewhere safe, like there. And then, again, believe it or not, this little cross opens up, and it has another cross inside. So we put this beautiful silver and gold piece down here. And what's left here is a little wooden cross. This one, usually they're wooden. This one happens to be plastic, probably so it doesn't corrode and that sort of thing. But it has an icon on one side of Jesus being baptized and one side of him at his crucifixion. And at that moment in the service, that special moment, I would actually float this cross into the waters of the holy water vat. And so while I'm saying the rest of the prayers of the service, this cross is actually floating there, helping to bless it, and a reminder of Christ's loving sacrifice for us all. And then at the end of that service, we would take that same water in which the cross has been floating and fill different bottles with it to give to you to go home. And I would also especially go around the church, blessing the people and blessing the entire church building. And that is, again, one small part of the Theophany services. I thought you might like that, be interested in that. And that sometimes when you're here, some years for that service, and you see that big holy water vat, and not everybody would know, but you would know that that cross is probably floating in there, blessing those waters just like our prayers. Thank you for the time.